Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for Eden Zero, Chapter 10. The Big 10, hopefully we make it to a triple-digit number before the series ends, but now we are finally at double digits. When we last left off, Shiki had been slammed into Sibir's basement, where he ran into a bunch of the same model robot as Michael was, that Sibir had been torturing for some as of yet unexplained reason. Maybe just a dick, I don't know. But the rage there has him shoot up back into the room where Rebecca is barely surviving her fight with the Foot Brothers and one-shots them, and then goes to chase after Sibir, who is still chasing Weisz, Pino, and Happy, and knocks Sibir out of the robot, and that's where Chapter 9 ends. Again, hopefully, as I mentioned in my last video and in last night's manga of the month, hopefully, it does not end like that. Hopefully, Sibir puts up a bit more of a fight than just getting one punched by Shiki, but let's see what happens. Chapter 10, we're friends, aren't we? And our cover photo is, Pino and Happy kind of like saluting and waving to the audience. Please allow me to make an announcement. The first volume of EZ will be out for sale on September 14th, a Friday. A special edition will be available, which will come with a booklet, concept art, character data, and specifically drawn manga by Mashima-sensei. In addition, there will also be 5 postcards, 2 of which is Mashima-sensei's specially drawn illustrations. I haven't appeared yet, but see you soon. Is this supposed to be a new character making that announcement? I don't know. Whatever. Back to the story. We start right where we left off, as Shiki is like punched Sibir to the ground. Shiki's rage explodes. What he wants to see isn't his friend's tears, but their smiling faces. And everyone like looks on in shock, and Sibir catches himself with his robot hand, and like is not beaten yet, and fires himself back up at Shiki. He flew with the power of his arm. It's a reinforced arm. I'm the one who made it. Okay, now I really want to know more about Sibir and Weiss's story. Like, I'd always figured that Weisz was like a low-ranking henchman in Sibir's organization, but no, he's seemingly, you know, like a direct like peer of Sibir. You brat! I'll show you what happens to the people who oppose me in this city. And he like launches a fist to throw at Shiki, and he like uppercuts Shiki. Shiki, take good care of them. Machines are alive too. And Pino like, looks on with like tears in her eyes. They have a heart, and he like gathers like a gravity well in his hands. Die Machina! Gravity ball! And he throws it at Sibir, who is sent flying. What the hell is this? It's heavy. So heavy. And it like seemingly like fries him or something? Or maybe it's just the weight crushing him. I can't quite tell. But either way, there's like smoke drifting up from his like body as the little bird companion clicks a button on the giant mech, and it autopilot like grabs Shiki. What is this? It's pretty strong. It's like shocking Shiki too. Pio. All right, the bird did more damage than I thought it would. Looks like it's gonna self-destruct. And Shiki's like struggling to like break free. Get away from it. But Shiki's. And then, yep, just like I was asking for last week, Pino jumps in. EMP, activate! And yep, she has stopped the mech. Not quite in the way I was wanting her to help out, but you know what? It works. Pio! And the bird, like, passes out in shock. Happy is also turned off because he is the robot. And Shiki is, like, in free fall because his ether gear doesn't work. But Sibir gets up and, like, glares at Pino. Piece of scrap! You bastard! I am alive. I am not your toy. And Sibir just like glares at her as Weisz points a gun at Sibir's head. Oh shit. It's as she says. Wait! And it looks like he's about to fire as Shiki like hits the ground. And oh, it doesn't, he clicks it and it doesn't work. Huh. So I can't use my gun thanks to the EMP. Consider yourself lucky. Okay, why is this fucking dark? He was straight up about to kill Sibir right there. But he still smashes Sibir's metal arm. Wasn't a fake. It was just armor. Oh shit. He actually does have a real arm under that. I got shut down again. Happy turns back on. I'm sorry, Mr. Cat. Are you okay, Pino? And Pino walks over to Shiki. Shiki-san, you're hurt. I'll be fine if I can get Happy to lick these wounds later. No way! More importantly, are you okay? Did anything happen to you? You're worried about a machine like me more than yourself? You're no machine. We're friends, aren't we? And Pino, like, grins to herself. Yes! And lets the tears flow. And then we cut to some time later. With Rebecca, I guess they finish and they're all kind of like debriefing themselves on everything that was going on. Rebecca, I guess, has like learned some things. It looks like Sibir's been going around stealing all the military robots in town, using Pino's ability. I thought I was saving robots from being abused, but however way you see it, it looks like even the military robots were being misused. It's okay now. They've all been turned over to the police. Except this town's police isn't supposed to be functioning. I mean, if you put on this much of a show, wouldn't you think the police would get involved? Well, not if they're not functioning. But anyway, Happy turns to Pino. Hey, Pino, you're an android from the same era we're from, right? How did you get stuck in this era? That is, those memories have unfortunately been erased, so I cannot remember a thing. If I'm reunited with my master, then maybe. Speaking of your master, any idea who it could be? It's Weisz. It's totally Weisz. Huh? The last round of maintenance recorded to the case was done by Professor Weisz. Huh? To be precise, the professor from 50 years in the future. So if we could return to the future, maybe your memories will come back, right? Master, and she looks at the young Weisz. It's not me! Anyway, we need to find a way to get back to the future. Before you go back to the future, tell me all the sports matchups as in the next 50 years. You like sports even though you suck? He wants to gamble. Okay, Mashima, we get this whole arc as a Back to the Future parody. You didn't straight up need to throw in all the sports matchup sets from 50 years in the future. Like, okay. Alright, I see it. I see your references. Please, take me with you to the future. Of course. We have to meet Professor Weisz, too. The me of 50 years in the future, huh? And then we cut to a car racing down a road. The police? They're coming this way. And the police are like chasing after them, I guess. It's those guys! Get them! Why? The police sure look like they're all up in a knot. We haven't done anything wrong, so we should be okay. You do not possess a citizen ID, so I foresee a troublesome result. Oh shit, because they weren't made in the future. We're running now, come on everyone! See you later, futurelings. Hey, that's Weisz and the Sibir clan. Get them! What? Shit, why are they coming after me? And Weisz runs away. I can't tell if that's the same direction they're going. But anyway, they all head back, sans Weisz, to the Aqua Wing on the surface. Which I guess they parked underneath an Earth pillar, so the other Earth pillars wouldn't like crash down on it. Which is a neat touch, I admit. But they're all like collapsed in the Aqua Wing. We'll be safe at this distance. I guess I shouldn't job change to thief now, huh? You were still hung up on doing that? And Pino's like looking around in awe. Is this everyone's ship? We got a little sidetracked, but we're going back to Blue Garden. There might be someone in the guild who may know how to get us back to our time. And she sets the coordinates for Blue Garden. I don't know if that'll work though. If like, cause the guild was like just formed like a week ago in this time, right? So I don't know. Who knows what's going on now? But they fly away from Noma, the planet's name. I forgot about that. And they see a little like card thing pop up on the screen. No way. What's wrong? The police are right behind us. Oh no. They're so stubborn. They're shooting at us. We should be good. A 50-year-old ship model shouldn't be able to catch up to this one. We can just get out into space. And she like slams on the accelerator, I guess. But she looks shocked at something as they part through the clouds. What's going on? The ship isn't moving forward. Rebecca! I don't know. It's like we're being pushed back by something. What's going on? It looks like Pino looks back at all the police cars chasing after them. It looks like they are going to catch up. Unknown energy field. Unable to analyze? Max power, go! It already is! And someone steps out, I'm assuming is Weisz. I was curious to see what kind of ship from 50 years in the future would be like. But this is a piece of junk. And they all look back. This sure looks like a cheap model. Professor Weisz? That snack, you entered my room, didn't you? That's what she's most upset about? Why are you on board? I needed to escape, didn't I? You were planning on stealing it. Hand over this ship. If you do, I'll make it fly into space. Weisz, don't betray everyone. The next chapter also includes a special colored page 23 with an intense development. To be continued in chapter 11, Machina Maker. Okay. So this was a nice resolution. I did say, honestly, most of what I hoped would happen did happen. Sibir was not done in one shot, and honestly, him being, crushed to within an inch of his life by a giant ball of gravity it makes sense, it's a gigantic ball of gravity, that weighs a shit ton. So I can accept that. And Pino did end up still having a very large role in the outcome, as she saved Shiki from being self-destructed by the mech, which is not the exact thing I was kind of predicting that she would be doing. I figured she'd be more involved in fighting Sibir personally, but you know what? It works. That's all fine. Which leads us into our more plot developments, which again is where Mashima really shines. In this case, as the gang escapes, Weisz has somehow stopped the ship from leaving the atmosphere. I'm not entirely sure how he's done that, but he has. But yeah, so it was a nice arc wrap up chapter as we seem to be kind of hurtling into our next adventure. Whether that's just a huge adventure to get home to Blue Garden, I don't know. But yeah, I'm really excited to see where we go from here. See if young Weisz is going to stick around and go to the future with everyone, or how they got back to the past in the first place. I don't know. I don't know. But apart from that, that's really all I have to say for this week's chapter. It was a lot of fun. I was a little bit worried that, Sibir would get one shot, and I was really glad that he still put up a bit of a fight. He still is a really early shonen villain, so, not too much of a fight. We don't want to have our characters in dire straits just yet. But apart from that, this was a good chapter. I really enjoyed it. So I hope you all enjoyed it too. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe, and, fuck, I lost my outro there for a second. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video. If you did, feel free to drop me a like, subscribe, or do whatever the fuck you want. I don't really care. And as always, people, keep kicking ass, and I'll see you in the future. Bye!